Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can be alerted when new content is released. Enjoy the video.
The feeling that you have is a tremendous amount of love if you can fully surrender to it. And it's not chemical, it's electric. And you can feel it in every single cell of your body. That's the side effect of that we've seen is a biological upgrade.
I want you to tell the story of you doing the breath on your way to the airport that one day.
We've seen people's eczema, tumors, Parkinson's, rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto syndrome, literally go away after one biological upgrade. All disease is lowering the frequency, an incoherent message. And you can say in that moment, when that latent system switches on and those microtubules start vibrating, you feel such a level of coherence and order. You feel connected to something greater that you want to have that experience again. And so then the next time you do that breath, you have more intention, you have more passion, and you're literally drawing that energy up into your brain. And literally, one woman said her brain scan was off the chart. She said, another one of these and I don't need a husband. So people are doing it, and the side effect is that the body begins to change dramatically.
Super cool. So can you tell us this breath, or maybe an abridged version of this breath? Would you be able to leave us with a tip of some version of this breath that people can try on their own at home to maybe get a little flavor of what we're talking about here?
If you could use the same muscles right now, contract the muscles you use for elimination, front and back, and you were to lift those muscles up, you would be lifting up your pelvic floor, your perineum. Those are the muscles we're going to use to contract the energy related to the first center. If you were to pull your abdomen in and touch your belly button to your spine, you would be contracting the second center, where you would begin to milk the energy out of the second center. If you contract your upper abdomen, now you're contracting the muscles that are related to that center. The act of inhaling through your nose while you contract those muscles, coupling those together, is the act of pulling that energy. Where do we want it to go? Right to the top of our head. So if you took your finger and you were to place it on the top of your head and work your finger now in there, and then take your finger away, if you can keep your attention there, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So that's your target. So the idea then is to close your eyes and to inhale, and at the exact same time that you inhale, to lift those muscles up and in, and with the intention of pulling the mind out of the body and liberating energy, pulling that energy all the way up into your brain. As you inhale, one slow, steady breath. Follow it from your perineum, through your lower abdomen, through your upper abdomen, through your chest, through your throat, through the brain, all the way to the top of your head. And when you get to the top of your head, hold your breath, and now squeeze those muscles a little bit more, and just pump that fluid up against the back of your brain and hold it. And then you exhale, relax, and feel. Now, in the beginning, when you learn anything, you have to practice it, and it's mechanical. But as you keep practicing it, it'll become more intuitive and less step by step. It'll become one motion. So the act is inhale at the same time, perineum, lower abdomen, upper abdomen. And as you inhale, you follow that breath all the way up through your chest, through your throat. Keep inhaling through your brain to the top of your head. When you get to the top of your head, drop your shoulders down, straighten your spine, squeeze those muscles a little bit more. Put your attention on the top of your head and just push that fluid a little bit, compressing the crystals of the pineal gland. Hold for a few seconds, and then relax and feel it in your brain. Now, I would recommend when you do this to play some music that has no lyrics, but has some drums or has some music that you can interpret as the movement of energy. If the energy strikes your brain, don't be afraid of it. It's just the liberation of energy. Let it happen. Take a moment, your eyes closed, and do it again. I would recommend 5 minutes in the beginning and work your way up to 10. Usually people who do it properly have a very significant amount of energy in their brain. We now know that this breath creates more brain coherence. It increases the amount of energy in the brain. It activates the autonomic nervous system. And our brain scans show that it stimulates the pineal gland. And those are all the important things to have a mystical experience.
Hey, Cecil, stand up. I want you to talk here. See this guy? Looks like a normal guy, right? Any cute? I want you to tell the story of you doing the breath on your way to the airport that one day.
Hello, everybody.
He didn't expect this.
No. My name is Cecil Buchanan. I started Dr. Joe's work 6 years ago, and I did a progressive workshop in Carefree, Arizona. And I had no idea what I was getting into when I got there. I kind of showed up the first night and I sat next to somebody and she had all these notes and these, volumes and volumes of notes, and I thought, what the heck? Like, I don't know. I have to go get a notepad or something. But during that event, we learned the breath, and the meditation that I had after the breath was amazing, just truly amazing. So about a week after the event, I had a flight to California from Arizona in the US for work. And I remembered that I had that amazing experience with the breath and the meditation. And I remember Dr. Joe saying that I really didn't remember a lot of what he had said, but the one thing I remembered was that it would wake up the brain and put energy in the brain. I thought, wow, well, I have to get up at 3:45. I have to get on a plane, I have to be there by 4:30 in the morning to make my flight.
And there's traffic in Phoenix.
Yeah, and there's traffic. So, and I like to be early. My kids tease me that, I like to be there 10 hours early, but it's only 2 hours. So I am on the road super early in the morning, and I decide, well, this breath will put energy in my brain. It'll wake me up, and I'll, because I'm dragging. So I start doing the breath in the car.
I don't recommend this. But he didn't have time to do his meditation, so he thought, well, hell, I'll just do the breath at the stoplights. I'll do the breath every chance I get.
Yeah. So I'm just going, and eyes open, of course. But
can you imagine the lady in the car next to him?
So all the way to the airport, it's about a 40-minute drive, doing the breath, holding it, at that time we'd put it at the top of our head, and, clenching the muscles. And I get to the airport, I get to the shuttle, and I park, and now I'm on the shuttle, so I can really do the breath from the shuttle to the, so I'm the only person on the shuttle, and the bus driver probably thought I was crazy, because I'm sort of doing the breath. And I get to the airport, and I think, oh, good. I'm going to fly through security. I'm getting ready. I got my belt off. I double check everything. And I thought, all right, I'm going to sail through, get my breakfast, and get on the plane. And I get in the scanner. So Tetra scanner spins around. I'm like, whew, this is easy peasy. Start walking. The guy stands in front of me. He goes, excuse me, I need you to bend over. I need to pat down the top of your head. Because I'd been, doing the breath and placing my attention there. Well, I didn't know that at the time. I just thought, what the heck? What is he talking about? So he stops me, and I said, well, maybe. He goes, I said, yeah, pat down the top of my head. He goes, well, yeah, there's something on the scan, and the only way I can clear you is to touch the top of your head. So I, go like this because I was taller. He passed me on, and I said, is that it? He goes, yeah, that's it. I said, maybe I'm an alien. And he goes, he said, more like a unicorn.
So out of the top of the scan was energy coming out of the top of his head.
So so that was it. So I remember sitting there going, I don't even think I can tell my wife this story. Like, she's not even going to believe this. So, lo and behold, I happened to sit next to somebody who knew Dr. Joe in the advanced workshop in Denver, and I ended up telling the story to the group. And then when I came back home from Denver, the Tetra scanner was shut down because so many people were trying to set off the scanner after hearing the story. So.
Hey, I did it. Then when he did it, then he told the story. And then there was a guy from Mexico that lived in Houston, and I've seen this guy move energy, and he knows how to do it. And he raised his hand and he said, oh, well, I went through the Tetra scan, and I saw it coming out of the top of my head as well. And I thought, hell, I'm going to try this. So I said, I'm going to mix it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my attention in my heart. And I'm going to just open my heart like I've never opened it before. I have a 7:30 flight in the morning. I have to leave at 4:30. Same thing, got up early, did my meditation, got to the airport, threw my carry-on on, and all of a sudden I forgot. I just got in the scan like this, and I step out, and the guy says, can I touch your chest? And I said, why do you want to touch my chest? He said, this is his exact words, he said, are you wearing a medallion? I said, you mean am I wearing bling? Like, are you wearing a medallion? I said, no, I'm not wearing any medallion. And then he touches my chest, and I look at the thing, and there's a huge yellow circle there right where my heart is. So, where you place your attention is where you place your